Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to day 8 of my daily collective isolation experience video blog here that I'm doing. We're on Tuesday, March 24th, 2020. Tuesday, March 24th, 2020. Well, the governor spoke yesterday. We're here in New Hampshire. The New Hampshire governor spoke yesterday. He's holding these press briefings now. And we are not on lockdown. Massachusetts is, and a bunch of other states, but we are not yet. So, we're practicing our own form of, quarantine and isolation. We're staying close to home. We were actually really grateful this morning that we got a snowstorm. It was actually awesome because, 5 inches of wonderful snow out of nowhere that I did not have to shovel. Means that we went and we spent the morning playing in the snow, playing in the dirty, wet snow. We got filthy and wet, and that was our homeschooling today. So there. And then Mina is home today, so she and Uma made cake pops. So my belly is full of cake pops, and I'm exhausted from playing with Uma in the snow. So that's not a bad way to start the day, one way or the other. A couple of things today, a couple of updates, an exciting update. I've been talking to some of my other gig economy friends, and the thing about all of this is nobody had a plan. There's no plan B, for all. Like if you're a musician or a writer or a performer or whatever, if you make your living by getting up in front of people, and all this happens, that there's no. You don't have anything to switch to, so now everyone is scrambling. Both the venues and the artists, the creatives, are scrambling to try to figure out different ways to get in front of people, different ways to earn a few bucks, Patreon sites and funding sites, and all these different stuff that is going over. So it looks, though I don't have any details yet, but it looks like I'll be doing a book event at the Bookery, our local bookstore here. Well, not at the Bookery, but it's going to be a digital event that the Bookery is going to help sponsor, and it'll, performance series, something similar to this, but it'll probably be live, I would imagine. And we'll do a little reading, and we'll do a little, Q&A, and that will be fun. And it looks like that'll be in April sometime, so I will certainly let you know when that's happening. And if anyone here is listening to this, and you have some other venue or someone who would be interested in doing such a thing, just let me know, and we can set it up. That would be awesome. Down below here, as always, in the About section is my bookstore and my website, and the post office is still open, so I can get stuff in the mail to you. So please consider that. I want to give a shout out today to a fabulous author and musician up in Freedom, New Hampshire. Her name is Shauna Eisenberg. She's a fiddle player and an all-around cool person, does poetry and all sorts of other things. And the reason I'm mentioning her today is because I sort of stumbled across her Facebook page yesterday. And she performs the sort of original music on her violin, and she live recorded a little concert with a piece called Maddie's Waltz, which was awesome, is awesome. It's up there, you can see it, and it was really hit the spot. It's just what I needed for the evening. So I wanted to mention her, and same thing. I'm going to put her website down below in the About section. So give her a look, give her music and her books a look, and tell her I said hello. Today, I wanted to mention another thing. So you all know that I have a new book coming out in June, but and as far as we know, that's all on schedule. You know how things are. One day nowadays feels like a week, but As far as my publisher is concerned, it's still coming. We're still going to do it. It's in the editing phase. It's at the publisher now, so it's very close to being finished, and off to the printer. But after that, I also have my next book, which will be coming out in the spring of 2021. Again, assuming, we still have a society in a year, is a history of the New Hampshire fire towers, a history, sort of cultural and background history of the New Hampshire fire towers. And many of you know that Uma and I had gone out and got our fire tower patch by climbing 5 fire towers, making her, if not the youngest, one of the youngest fire tower explorers to earn that patch. And as part of the book, in the summertime, in the spring, we're planning on climbing all of the rest of the fire towers. So hopefully that'll still be able to happen. But I wanted to do something a little different for you today. I've been reading my own poetry or other people's poetry, and I'm going to read today a small piece, part of one of the chapters in that fire tower book that's going to be coming out over a year from now. Yes, it's written that far ahead. This is not the whole chapter, but part of the chapter of our climb up South Pawtuckaway Mountain and the fire tower that's there. And I wanted to just read it to you and give you sort of a little taste. Keep things a little bit lighter this time, and give you a little bit of taste of that essay and of that book that's coming out next year. So here we go. The original essay, this part is simply called Earth Emotions. And I'm going to read the first part of that chapter for you. I'm not going to read the whole chapter, but the first part of that chapter. So here we are. Earth Emotions. We are deep into our hike up South Pawtuckaway Mountain. No longer summer, not yet quite fall. When you pause in mid-stride, bend over and rummage through a pile of leaves, branches, and stones. I pause, as I always do, when you get some notion into your head, and I watch you work. We are nearing the conclusion of our fire tower quest, hiking a series of short, friendly hikes, all of which lead to an active fire tower. The quest has given us a chance to explore our state, learn a little history, and get you moving on trails. You've become to turn into what I hope will be a lifelong hiker. The fact that there is a cool tower that we can climb and picnic on at the end of these hikes is a bonus. I've also had to relearn a lesson from my time hiking with my other daughter, Janelle. Slow down. Everything here seems to fascinate you. Every tiny stone, flower, bent branch, mud, footstep, frog. Every other hiker, every dog, the clouds themselves, the sound of wind. You ask me question after question, some of such depth that it never even occurred to me that there would be a question. Why is the moon and the sun in the same sky? How much water does a frog drink? How many trees are there? I don't know, baby, geez. I make a list as we go, and we look these things up later. As I usually do when in nature with a child, I feel woefully, deeply clueless. But the day is mild. My pack is thick with snacks, and I don't have to have all the answers right at this moment. Look, Daddy, you squeal. The treasure you found turns out to be a thin strip of birch bark, nearly a perfect U-shape, and you have placed it on the top of your head like a hairband. My first reaction, I'm embarrassed to say, is to grab it off the top of your head. Oh, no, that's dirty. 2 things happen then. First, you begin to tear up, your mean, dumb father having deprived you of your moment of earth connection. Second, the ghost of Thoreau shows up and punches me in the arm. But ticks, but mold. Nope, says Ghost Thoreau. Give her back her tree bark before the moment passes. So I do. I'm sorry, honey. I just got worried that there might be bugs or something. Just check it for bugs, okay? You stare at me. Just look. Make sure it's clean because... More stares. I sigh. Here's your bark hat, baby. It looks beautiful. And it does. You tuck the ends behind your ear, and flakes of bark and dirt scatter deep into your hair, and it's filthy. But you smile, and the forest seems to bend toward you in approval. So that's the first section. That's the first part. It's really the first writing to be done for that book. So it's going to be a good one. And I hope, I'm eager to get on it. I would love to be able to have started doing some of those hikes with her now, but we're not going far, and it doesn't feel appropriate right now. So with any luck, when we get to the other side of this, we'll begin to start working on that. So that's it for today. I hope you all have a good night. Remember that we're all in this together. Wash your hands, and we will be back at it tomorrow morning. Take care, everybody.